Welcome to another Rolltrak spares tutorial. My name's Billy and I'm here to show you today how to install the Rolltrak 8922BLK5P Hinged Screen Door lock. It comes with a 10-year guarantee, it's got an improved design, and I'm going to show you just how easy it is to install. Let's get into it. Let's check out the pack contents. So you can see this nicely coloured instruction sheet we have here. And we go through, and that one there is called the snib. And then we have the two 25mm countersunk handle screws, the inside handle, and you'll note on the inside handle there is a small hole for where the snib goes in. We also have the connecting rod, the lock body, the 2x12mm countersunk fixing screws, the 30mm fully threaded cylinder retaining screw. We have the outside handle, and we also have the striker plate and the 2x25mm countersunk striker plate screws. One thing that you will note is the cylinder is only included with the part number 8922BLK5P. It's very important to not use the keys or operate the cylinder until we've finished the installation. We do not want to damage the lock before we even start. If you do not have your cylinder, then go on down to Bunnings, check out the Rolltrak section and pick yourself one up. Alright, here we go to preparing the door. So, first of all, you can see in your instructions here, we've got some good diagrams. This is a small model that I've prepared earlier using the same specifications as illustrated in our instructions. Now, installation of the lock body. What we need to do is to ensure that the lock is mounted with the lock body tongue positioned towards the top of the door. This here is the lock body tongue. Now don't be a galah, double check if you're not sure. The product warranty cannot be guaranteed if the lock is mounted upside down. As easy as that, it slots in nicely. We used the 2x12mm countersunk fixing screws. We need to loosely fit those screws, not using a powered screwdriver or a drill, but a handheld screwdriver. This is to ensure that we can still move the lock body, as sometimes a bit of adjustment might be required. Rest assured, at the very end, we will be tightening off all of these screws, but for now, keep them loose. Time to turn the page. That's right, we're on to stage 3, cylinder and handle assembly. Now we're going to pick up our cylinder here. Oh, but first there's a quick word from our sponsors. Don't use those keys. Okay, so we're going to look at the cylinder cam. You can see it here rotating. That's right, and it needs to rotate towards the front edge of the door. If you install it the wrong way, you might find yourself rotating down to Bunnings to buy yourself a new lock. So please, double check the instructions and make sure the cam rotates towards the front edge of the door. Now you can see the cylinder's installed evenly on both sides. And then we get our 30mm countersunk fully threaded cylinder screw and loosely fit using a handheld screwdriver. Next, pick up your connecting rod. And again, we're going to install that evenly on both sides through the lock body. The same as we did with the cylinder, we get our inside handle. Remembering, the inside handle has the extra hole for the snib. We prepare the inside handle by rotating the handle lever horizontally so it points towards the hinges of the door. And now we grab the shiny little piece of metal that is aptly named the snib. Now the home for the snib is in the inside handle hole. You can see these two little lug holes. That's right. And on the snib, we have the two snib lugs. Those lugs need to slot inside of those lug holes like so, and then turn so that we can hold the snib in a vertical position. This ensures that the snib is fastened correctly. If this is not done correctly, the snib may fall out and the lock will not operate as intended. Once we've installed the snib, we need to hold it in a vertical position together with the lock body in one hand and our inside handle and snib in the other hand. We fit over the top of the connecting rod and the cylinder like so. You can see here the snib is still in the upright position, so we know it's going to operate as intended. Now we're going to get our outside handle and essentially do exactly the same thing. We fit it over the top of the connecting rod and the cylinder, and there you go. Now we get our 2x25mm countersunk handle screws and we fit those into the inside handle, and we do this loosely with a handheld screwdriver. Next, we're on to testing the lock operation. To unlock the door, insert the key into the cylinder and turn toward the front edge of the door. You should hear a click sound as the cylinder cam engages the lock. At this point, the handles and snib are now operational. This is our firing pin, and you can see, whoop, once we press that, the lock body tongue is now fully extended. To activate the snib lock, rotate the snib toward the hinges. Now we use the keys to lock the cylinder, and once again, it is nicely locked. Using the keys again, we can unlock it and we can see that this lock is working perfectly. Now on to tightening the screws. Once again, we are using our trusty handheld screwdriver. This one might be a little bit small, but a larger one might not have fit in the frame for this video. Well done everyone, you've hung in there, you've done a fantastic job, just like this young fella has. In fact, he's the guy who's put all this together. He's only 10, and there you go. If a 10-year-old can do it, anyone can. My name's Billy, it's time to make tracks. See you again on another Rolltrak tutorial.